Welcome, everybody. Call to order the Mandan's Public School District Number 1. We're in the Mandan City Hall. Today is Monday, August 17th at 5:30 p.m. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. Approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes to the agenda, Dr. Redroth?
Yes, we have two additions to the agenda under new business. One, we have an open enrollment seeking a deadline waiver. The copy should have been at your spot. And then two, we have a group, Nobody Fights Alone, that's here to present us a check for some school hot lunch money to offset some of the debt we have there. So we will add them to the end of our agenda as well.
Okay. Any other changes to the agenda? If not, what are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the agenda with the two changes.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Mr. Legacy, please call roll.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Next up, we have public comment. Anybody in the audience wishing to speak to anything on the agenda? Any on the audience? Once, twice? Okay. Next up, we have the administrator's report. First up, we have 2026, 2027 enrollment update. Dr. Redroth.
Yes, right now, as of just 2 minutes ago when I pulled it, we're at 4505 for an enrollment. I was able to pull some comparables of September 1 from last year. We were at 4418 September 1st. So we are up right now showing about 87 students. However, I will say with Bismarck starting school this week and us not starting till next week, I do anticipate we'll get some records requests and some transfer out. So would not be surprised if that number drops a little bit from where we're at. But that's consistent. Our September 1 data from the last couple of years is we've been up 20 to 50 kids depending the year each year. So hopefully we continue that trend. We are sitting at 310 kindergartners. If you remember last year, we had a kindergarten class of 301. However, we were at about 329 at this point because then we always kind of lose again for some transfers. So we'll see. I'm hopeful that we can continue to gain some at that kindergarten level. And if there are any questions on enrollment, I'd be happy to answer what I know now.
Any questions? Okay. Next up, Parent Square and Infinite Campus update.
Yes, I'll start with Parent Square. This is, if you remember, it's replacing Remind. And Remind is the app that we use primarily to communicate things like weather delays. Schools use it to communicate out with parents, newsletters. We're hoping now with Parent Square to be able to do things like lunch balances and attendance as well on that. So parents should have gotten a message from us. We also sent out flyers in the mail that people should have gotten both in Spanish and English. If somebody reaches out and says they have not gotten anything, they should reach out to their child's school, make sure that they have the correct email and the correct contact information for them. This will be a really important for school communication. It functions, it's a lot cleaner than Remind. It looks a little social media-like. We've had good feedback as far as its ease to navigate from those that have logged in. And then Infinite Campus is what is replacing Power School. So a parent portal email went out on the 12th. Same thing. If you as a parent or you hear of somebody as a parent did not receive that, they need to reach out to the school their child goes to make sure that they have the appropriate contact information from them. With things flowing back and forth, sometimes things get missed or the wrong email pulled, and just making sure that they have the correct contact information. That's where parents will be able to see things like grades and attendance and some of those pieces as well. Any questions on that?
Just one question. So for grades from the summer school, are they able to pull those grades still from Power School to see what they are?
I would reach out specifically to the high school. I think they're going to probably have to do paper reports for you on those. I'm not sure how they were able to pull them across if they were. So I'd reach out to the high school. I don't want to give you the wrong information on that.
Any other questions? Okay. Next up, North Dakota School Board Convention, new members seminar, October 8th through the 9th. Dr. Redroth.
I don't know that we need to spend a lot of time. We've talked a lot about this. Just a reminder, September 18th is the deadline for early registration. So if several of you have reached out and we've gotten you registered, but if you have not, and remember you can attend one or both days. The first day is the new member and it's also the law seminar. And then the second day, there's usually relevant topics. So even if you can't make both days and want to go to one, please let us know.
Under the consent agenda, we have approved previous board minutes from the August 3rd, 2026. What are the wishes?
I move to approve the consent agenda. August 3rd.
Second.
A motion and a second. Mr. Legacy, please get a roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. We have nothing under unfinished business. Under new business, we have review and consider approval of the fiscal year 27 consolidated application, tribal input on the consolidated application. Mr. Meshke.
Yes, on pages 5 and 6 of your packet, it lays out our consolidated app for our federal funds, which falls in 3 different areas. Our Title I, which is our biggest chunk, our Title II, and our Title IV. If you look at the chart down below, you'll see that our district poverty level taken from 1 month from last year is at 37.07%, which is an increase of about 2.13% district-wide. Title I, part of what, when we submit this, we need to get board approval to do that after we do our tribal consultation, and we're scheduled to do that tomorrow and get their blessing to move forward as well. You'll see that our Title I dollars have increased by about 2.6%. We're asking that we use mainly that money for salary and benefits for Title I staff. That eats up a good portion of that allocation. You'll also see some set-asides for district homeless liaison and parental involvement. Each school would get parental involvement money. And then some smaller expenses funds for supplies, equipment, and some student support. And then also we can use it for some district-wide professional development. You'll see the poverty rates by schools down there. You'll notice that Custer is not on there, obviously. The way Title I funds work is that it's based upon our poverty as a district. We get a pie. That pie doesn't really, the pie doesn't grow or shrink depending upon how many schools we have. So by closing Custer, the piece of pie will go to schools and maybe get a little bit larger based upon their poverty level. You'll also see that we do have 3 private parochial schools down at the bottom of that chart. You'll see the Mandan Classical Academy is just going to be doing Titles II and Title IV dollars. When we get to the next page, we'll explain what that is. But they just weren't organized. They do qualify for some title dollars. They weren't organized for the timeline that the state requires us to submit the app. On the back, you'll see Title II. That has a lot to do with our instructional coaches that we have in the district. Our allocation is up about 3.5% from last year, and then some school and district-wide professional development. And then you'll see Title IV, we have an increase of about 1.3%. This goes to our school nurses, one of our family liaisons, and also supports technology integration. And then on the bottom of page 6, you'll see that we have a couple lookalike programs. We are allowed to run some lookalike programs in our non-title schools, and you'll see Fort Lincoln and Red Trail are listed there with 2 FTEs per school and what those cost the school district using our general fund dollars. So we're just looking for approval tonight for the consolidated app, and then once we have our tribal consultation tomorrow, it can be submitted and be approved by the state. Questions?
Mr. Meshke, I guess as far as what that deposit poverty rate, only a 2.13% change. Any school districts change dramatically from one year to last year as far as?
I don't think a school district our size you're going to see a sizable increase. I think we've seen in the years that I've been here a steady increase. The way those are calculated, we take our district average, and then our Title I schools take their individual averages, and if they're above that district poverty rate, we do qualify for Title I fundings, or those individual schools qualify for Title I.
To piggyback on that, we did see an increase in Lewis and Clark. They were already Title I, but they did increase their poverty rate higher. And with the way we have to allocate funds, we have to rank them. So if you see like Mary Stark is our highest poverty rate, they have to get the biggest allocation, and then we have to go smaller from there. So that's always a little bit tricky when you're talking a bigger school like Lewis and Clark is quite a bit bigger than Roosevelt and Lakewood, but we can't give them more money because of the poverty percentage, if that makes sense. We have to go in that ranked order. We try to play with it a little bit, but we do have some limitations on that.
Any other questions?
I have a question regarding the Title II funds, the 3 full-time instructional coaches. Is that at the elementary level?
I believe all 3 are at the elementary level.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
I'll move approval of the consolidated application for federal funds and including the 2 lookalike programs.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Legacy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Next up, we review and consider approval of the certified letter of resignation, Whitney Nas, Mandan Middle School band instructor. Dr. Rederath.
If you remember, this is the individual that we discussed a leave of absence for 2 weeks ago, and she had made the decision to resign to take care of her family. I would recommend that we accept the resignation pending liquidated damages. We did meet, if you remember, we have a committee that considers liquidated damages, Tom, myself, and a member of MEA, and we just felt because of the time of year and the circumstances that it was appropriate to leverage liquidated damages. However, the middle school does have a plan to fill her role, and both this semester and next between a long-term sub and a student teacher. And I'm comfortable with our plan moving forward for this year, and we can appropriately advertise in the spring. So pending the liquidated damages being paid, I would recommend that we release her from our contract.
Any questions on that?
I would move that we approve the letter of resignation from Whitney Nas.
A second.
Do you want in that motion as far as damages or not, or we?
As long as you recognize that we're going to ask for liquidated damages with
Yeah,
it.
I thought we have done that last. Yeah, that's what I thought. The last, but yes, with
Did we last time? You could be correct in that. Yes, then I think we're good.
Okay, let's make sure. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Mr. Legacy, please call roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Next up, we have open enrollment seeking a deadline waiver.
Yes, you'll see the open enrollment in front of you. It's a student that we've had who has moved to Bismarck, is at Mandan High. 11th grader would like to stay with us. I'd recommend that we approve.
I'll move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of the deadline waiver. Any discussion? Mr. Legacy, please call roll.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Next up, we have a donation for the hot lunch program.
Yes, I will introduce Nobody Fights Alone is the group that is coming up to share with us. They're a nonprofit that's dedicated to supporting local youth who've fallen between the cracks, and they'd like to share a little bit about who they are and a wonderful donation that they're making to us. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us here, most honored school board members and everybody else. I am the president of Nobody Fights Alone ND. I see in this community that we need more people. It takes a village to raise kids, and we need to start becoming more of that village again, more like when I was growing up. But Our way of helping is we did a fundraiser earlier this year, what consisted of a dart tournament at Powerhouse Bar and Grill, who are very great at supporting us. And we raised $500 to donate to the Mandan School District, and $500 we're donating to the Bismarck School District to help pay for those unpaid lunches. We do have a dart tournament coming up on August 29th at Powerhouse Bar and Grill, and we are gathering school supplies. Yes, it is after school started, but we know school districts always need school supplies because unfortunately there's a lot of kids that it's too much to pay for. So you guys are all invited to come throw darts. Powerhouse is very welcoming. And we do have other fundraisers coming throughout the year. We are doing what we can to help the youth in our community so they make good choices and unfortunately not make those poor choices that involve other staff and police and everything else. So thank you for all you guys do, and we have a $500 check.
That's great. And after the meeting, we'd love to take a picture with you if you are willing to stay.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Last, we've got future meeting dates. So we've got August 27th, Insurance Committee, 4 o'clock at the Brave Center. August 31st, Facility and Finance Committee, 5 o'clock at the Brave Center. September 8th, regular school board meeting, 5:30 at City Hall. September 21st, regular school board meeting, 5:30 City Hall. September 21st, right after that, 6 o'clock, we do a budget hearing. September 28th, Student Achievement Committee, 6 o'clock at the Brave Center. October 5th, regular school board meeting, 5:30 City Hall. And October 12th, Policy and Personnel Committee, 5 o'clock at the Brave Center. Any other meetings? We're pretty full already, but. All right, hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.